I don't have exes.
What do you have?
I don't have exes.
What do you have?
Because to me, exes are people or things that have expired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't deal with expired, because take an example of ladies love.
So X is for expired.
Yes. Or rather not in existence.
Okay. That's no. Okay.
Ladies, you love yogurt, right?
Yes.
So when you take yogurt, let us assume this is yogurt,
Yes.
and then there is an expiry date.
Yeah.
It expired 2 weeks ago. Can you continue taking that particular yogurt?
No.
Why? It is expired, yes,
Yes.
and it is even harmful to your body.
Sure.
Yeah. So when you consume it,
Yes.
the results are not good.
Well, thank you for joining me on Tranquility Network. This is the Speak Out Show. I'm Louise Wambani. We are joined by David Giggs. I know you remember his story. He was speaking to us about his life and what happened in his relationship, or should we say his marriage, the ups and downs and what happened. And he was just telling us how to cope with such things when they come up in our relationships or your relationship. So he's here again for part 2. David Giggs,
Yes.
say hi to people now.
First of all, thank you so much for having me again.
Welcome.
I'm honored, delighted, and also humbled to be here.
Wow.
It's such an honor and a privilege. Thank you so much for having me here.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. So we were talking about his story, and now we were at a place whereby he was cleaning the house and he found some contraceptives. After they lived with this lady for a long time, that was 5 years, right?
Yeah, 5 years.
With no kid.
Yeah.
And it was such a problem. But then he found out that this lady was on contraceptives. Please tell us about how you felt after you found all that in the house.
Oh my God. Now, this particular time, I was wiping, or rather cleaning the house.
Yes.
I knew what I would find.
Yes.
And then I found this box. It was somewhere above the shelves.
Yes.
And I found some contraceptives. At first, I wasn't so sure what are they for.
Yes.
Maybe they could be rat-a-tat for killing rats or something. But again, something drove me to opening up that particular box.
Yes.
So when I opened, with the little knowledge I have for such, I got that they are contraceptives. So, and that also was another low moment for me.
Yeah.
Because I knew what are they for.
Yes.
And they are for, either terminating or rather avoiding,
Preventing.
or even preventing the pregnancy.
And you really wanted a child.
I really wanted a child. Like later, last time I talked about I'm an advocate for kids, so there was the willingness for us, or from my heart, to have a biological kid.
Yes.
And more so after staying that particular time in that affair. So it was not good. It wasn't good for me, so I opened, and then but I kept it a secret.
Why?
Because I didn't want to raise an alarm.
Okay.
I didn't want to, jump into conclusion that this is for her, of which it was for. If it wasn't for her, then it was mine.
Yeah.
Of which it was not mine.
Yes.
But now I waited for for the next 1 week or so. So I waited so that I can get the exact answer that I so desired to have.
Yes.
And I asked eventually.
Yes.
But she denied.
What?
Yeah. So the question is, how did the contraceptives found themselves above our shelves?
Yes.
How? So the red flags were so many like that. And even after that, because she denied,
Yes.
and I thought, kwani ni zangu?
So the confusion now, right?
So the confusion and what have you. Anyway, I never pushed it,
Yes.
but I knew that there is something amiss.
Yeah.
So so one day, when I went to search for greener pastures, I came earlier than usual.
Yes.
Or rather than how she expected me, or that particular time I'm supposed to be in the house.
Yes.
So I came and she wasn't there.
Yes.
Later at around 9 p.m, that is the time she was coming back in the house.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
From where?
From where?
Where was she coming from? 9
She told me that she was in a job hunt.
Okay.
But to me, I didn't believe it.
Wow.
Because she was seen somewhere by a good friend of mine,
Okay.
alighting from a very nice car. Yeah. And, you know.
What?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It was. It
What?
was, yeah. But now, she told me that that's a friend, and you know, in a marriage setup, there is or in an affair setup, there is a way you communicate even to your friends,
Yes.
so that you give this other person a good platform
Yes.
of, you know, not having the misunderstanding.
Yes.
Like I would say, so and so is a good friend of mine because 1, 2, 3, probably we work together, we do ministry together, we do
Yes.
businesses together.
Yes.
But when you found such a person who's not even precise on particular friends, then something is always amiss. So I came to realize that this particular man, and not to mention name because he's a very well-known man. We are not here to expose anybody. There's a platform for healing. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a pastor.
What?
Yes.
Lord.
But I didn't want to go that route.
Yes.
But now she was kind of having an affair with him, or rather they had an affair. So I took it lightly. You know, there is always that I can expose you. You know, like you have that platform for doing that. But with the wisdom, it calls for some of those things, you just sweep them under the carpet and then you forget about them.
So let's go back just a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you find out why she was on contraceptives?
Yes. Because one day while we were having a walk, and she angrily told me that she can never raise her kids on residentials. Meaning, she was not ready to have any kid. And more so, bearing in mind that we were so poverty-stricken at that particular time. So that was another reason why she would not want to have a kid with somebody like me. I cannot raise my kids on residentials. So until I have a bungalow or a mansion somewhere, that is when kinda she'll feel like I can now raise my kids. Yes.
So didn't you have this kind of a discussion before you decided to settle with her?
Yeah, we did. And that's why I said at first, love is always sweet in the first stages.
Yes.
But if you find this particular person who is not true, and then the person has a lot of pretense, then at the long run, this pretense to me is like pregnancy. You know, like you will never hide, a lady will never hide her pregnancy for long.
Yeah.
eventually the tummy will continue to protrude and protrude and protrude, and all of us will know that she is pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah, so pretense doesn't last long. It will always come out. It will always come out. However, it will always come out. So it came out that she wasn't in for it, but it was as a result of our financial status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's continue now. That is serious. Let's continue on this topic of now her having an affair.
Yes.
With a pastor.
Yeah.
A pastor friend of yours?
But no, just a long distance pastor. He wasn't like a close friend of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you found out about this affair, what did you do?
I honestly tried to confront her, but she said that this particular man is assisting her to secure a job.
Okay.
So they would meet. In fact, there is a time they had planned to meet at somewhere in Kasarani. So, and to me it was okay, you know, because as we grow up, we normally find different people, and these different people alongside they become our friends.
Yes.
In life.
Yes.
So there is no way we can put a barrier on terms or basis to do with friendship. So it was not a big deal, if I may call it, to me.
Yes.
Because it is okay to have like if it's my woman to have a male friend, it is very much okay.
Yes.
Because I also have female friends.
Yes.
But now back to my point is that it is good to categorize this kind of a friend categorically, that we work together, we do ministry together, we are in business together, so that there is no sign of doubts and doubts and doubts and doubts. So I confronted her, but she said that this man was helping her secure a job.
Yes.
But now the meeting they were having, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So my question was, why are you not even telling me that? Yeah, I might be low in my pockets, but probably I can give you some bus fare.
Yes.
Or so that you can do the bus fare to go and see the person. But a fishy person with fishy ways will always be like that. So they would meet, and I tend to believe that they had met even severally before I came to know they are doing these meetings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she will come in the house so well dressed from dinner dates.
What
Yes.
was your reaction maybe when she came in now looking so nice from a dinner date?
Of course.
What was your reaction like?
Of course, as a man, that will always lower your self-esteem. Because a man will always desire to feel that he fits in that particular capacity of being a man. In this way, that I'm the one who's supposed to take you for dinner.
Yes.
I'm the one who's supposed to, to have you at that particular time. I'm the one who's supposed to secure a job for you if that's possible.
Yes.
I'm the one who's supposed to be always there for you. I'm for you.
Yes.
So when such don't happen, so men will always feel their self-esteem is very low.
Yeah.
They will feel like I'm not a man enough, and it is because of financial status. So that's it, and you will always feel so bad.
So for how long did you live with all these characters, that were showing up from your wife? How long did you really cope with that? How long?
By God's grace,
Yes.
I maneuvered because it took another 1 more year doing the same thing.
And you are just there. Umetulia tu.
Nimetulia too, because you know, in a Christian setup and there is an affair, you just don't want to break this affair, because like there are other many people out there that are looking to you for guidance and what have you.
Yes.
So I wasn't even ready to let go.
Oh, so you are protecting your image as
And the reputation.
Don't you think that's terrible?
It is terrible, because you're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
In the four corners of your house, you know what is really happening.
Yes.
But out there, you pretend that everything is okay.
Wow.
So you dress smartly, you're smiling, but once you come under your own roof, things are not good. Because in that process of coping, it escalated to something else.
Wow.
And this something else is she would go to my producer's place and she'll be there. She's just there with men, because this man has money. Yes, I love the man that I'm having in the house, but these other men I'm meeting there, they live poshly, they have big cars, big mansions that she so desired to have for her kids. But now we are living in a rented place. In fact, I was unable to raise my 2,000 rent for the month, and now she has the opportunity to, you know, to be associated with these great fellas.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I know it really broke your heart.
So much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm saying, it will always bring your self-esteem low, and then a sense of feeling less of a man. So if you don't have this wisdom to know that it's just a passing cloud, it can really tear someone down into pieces.
So you know, Devi, we have so many people, especially Christians, pastors, worship leaders, you know, who try to protect their image even though they are suffering.
Yeah.
What can you tell them, especially when it comes to relationships and marriage?
According to my own experience,
Yes.
I'd go for, please don't die out there alone.
Yes.
It's good to maintain your image. It is very important, because we normally say a good name is better than, you know, money.
Yeah.
It is better than your education background, your family background, or who people call you out there. It is good. It is good to maintain that name. But again, your peace should be paramount. It should be vital, and it should be prioritized.
Yes.
Because once you don't prioritize your peace in the name of, I'm securing my name, I'm protecting my image, and doing this because of other people, but at the end of it all, you're hurting. You cry behind the curtains, because that's a mask. You're wearing a mask. It's like a mascara. You're behind that mascara, but there is always the original you.
Yes.
And especially as you've outlined it so well, the worship leaders, the pastors, the bishops, the leaders. Let us not even concentrate in the church setup. The leaders. You're there because you lead a particular group, or you lead a particular people, a crowd out there. You don't want to do this because of them. It is important, as I've said, it is very much vital. But again, choose your peace first. Because if you're not peaceful, you can never be effective. If you're not peaceful, you can never be effective. Even in your own leadership, you will never be effective.
So if you don't have this peace at home, because of protecting your image, you will never be effective.
You will never, even to the people you're leading, you can never be effective. How now?
Wow.
Because if your mentality here is distorted, even the strength to put into hand, to put into whatever you want to do, to guide these particular people, it will never be effective. Because now your mentality is your driving force.
Yes.
This is the engine.
Yes.
And once the engine breaks down,
Yes.
then that is not a car. That is not a vehicle. It is not.
Not.
So you are purely stagnated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can never be effective.
Okay, now let's continue with the story.
Yes.
Thank you for that answer. So
Thank you.
she's going out to the studio. She's staying at the studio
Yeah.
with rich people
With the rich
because she
people.
wants to be associated with money.
Yes.
What did you do? What did you do to get her out of now the studio and her related with the rich people?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, the other definition of over 18 is at liberty level.
Okay. But what if this person is married? There's now this.
It is okay. It is
Yes.
okay even if the person is married.
Okay.
But you see, there is a point you cannot push further.
Yes.
Even if you're the one who has married that particular person,
Yes.
there is a point you will never push this person further. Because if this particular person has decided fully that this is my way, this is what I want to do, then it becomes tricky.
Yeah.
But I tried, and I tried to bring the essence of it's good to understand that you are married, and it's also good to understand that it is wrong to do some things.
Yes.
And you see, communication will always be the key.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with you going anywhere,
Yes.
but communicate.
True.
Yeah, because if something happens, I'll be responsible.
Yeah. True.
Because people know that I am connected with you and you are connected with me. So if something happens, I'm the one who will be answering the questions.
Yeah.
And now, how will I answer the questions and you don't communicate?
Yes.
So it becomes an uphill task. Yes. So I tried, and she was like, you know, you don't have the luxuries I need, and I'm getting them out there.
She told you that face.
Yes, yes.
That killed you, right?
Hizi shida ni mingi sana. Are you cast? And sometimes I would see as if I'm cast. Because now you're trying this,
Doesn't work.
it fails. This one doesn't work. This one, it just hits so hard. This other one doesn't even have any hope. So
Okay.
So that's
on
the
that
reason
note,
why.
There's this question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a cliche or true.
yeah.
Is it true that if you marry a certain type of a woman, things flow smoothly,
Yeah.
and when you marry another one, you get stuck?
Yes.
Is it true?
It is very true.
Was it your situation? Because right now I don't
Yes.
think you are in that
In that
that
what?
same, poverty-stricken level.
By God's grace, I'm not.
Yeah. So do you think that was a factor?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yes.
because life.
Oh my.
There is in fact I shared that yesterday somewhere.
Oh.
And I told the people I was talking to, and I told them this way: there is always those blessings that comes with a person who is ready for
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Ready for you is the
Yes.
word.
Ready for you.
Ready for you.
Okay.
And there are curses. You know, the opposite of blessings is curses.
Yeah.
And there are curses that will come to you for that person who is there to pass time with you.
Who is not ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
A person who passing time
Yes.
with you.
Wow.
Or they are freeing up their time with you.
Wow.
So once, whatever they have or whatever they get, they scoop from you, it's
Yes.
done. Then they are also done with you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not a cliche or something.
It's true.
It is a true thing.
Good
Yes.
to know. So now you're living with this your ex for another year while
Yes.
she's going out with men, all
Yes.
that men with money.
Yes.
When was the time you decided, I'm now tired of this? If I don't quit this, something will happen to me. When did that time come? Or did you never get tired of it?
Of course. I always say, in as much as you've got flesh and blood,
Yes.
then you are a good human being
Yes.
with good feelings,
Yes.
either bad or good,
Yeah.
because you've got flesh and blood.
Yes.
And since I'm a human being,
Yeah.
and I was triggered like any other person out there, I felt like, now I need to call this thing
Yeah.
over.
Yes.
Yes, I need to call this thing over. So I also started getting tired, because you need not forget, at the end of the day,
Yes.
you're a human being
Yeah.
with feelings. And because I also have feelings, and I still have feelings, and I'll continue to have feelings,
Yes.
I was triggered to act like any other man out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I felt like I want to throw in the towel, I want to give up in this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore. So, but I never showed, this bad attitude. Nimeanza kuboeka and what have you. So I never showed those attitudes.
So what helped you to contain all these? Men get physical so fast.
Yeah.
I've seen men
True,
who
true.
beat their wives because they've cheated. In fact, like all of them do that. They just explode. So how did you contain all these things? All those, feelings of...
Okay, that's a good question.
Yes.
I won't lie. I felt that to some point I need to raise my hand
Yes.
and also beat this particular woman.
Yes.
But I've been brought up in a way whereby we were told that any man who beats a woman shows some acts of cowardice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So you're a coward beating someone. Whereas it's supposed to be you're a champion because you're beating someone.
Every man that beats their wife
Yeah.
is a coward.
Yeah, it's an act of cowardice.
Wow.
There will always be ways of curbing that,
Yes.
of your anger.
Yes.
One of the ways you need to do is to go, take some walk.
Yes.
Yeah. Go to your up country,
Yes.
stay for 2 days
Yes.
until that anger subsides.
Yes.
Because the very first time, or rather that very moment a man has laid his hand on a woman, then it is the very same point of welcoming problems in your marriage.
You're
You know,
right.
even things that are not even related to such a fight.
Yes.
You're welcoming problems like this, like this, like this.
Yes.
Because now this particular person will start viewing you in a different but an ugly perspective.
Yeah.
Very ugly.
Yes.
But you see, it is the woman who has triggered the man to do these things.
Yeah.
So I felt like that.
Yeah.
So the ways I managed to cope into that situation was, there is a time I went home for 2 days, and I was to my parents' place.
Yes.
Big up to my mom. She's Helen Wairimu. Big
Helen
up.
Wairimu, you did a good job raising your son.
Yes. And I love her so much. So I went there to cool down.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was so angry.
Yeah.
Like very, very angry. No, kuna vile you get so angry and you feel like the whole body system is shaking.
Yeah.
But you don't want to beat anybody.
Yes.
You don't want to find yourself in that situation. So when I came back, she was not even there.
Oh.
Yeah, she was not even there. But now it has gotten into my system that she can go.
Wow.
I got used to her
Coming and going.
coming and going, coming and going.
So
Yeah.
in the last part one of your story, you were
Yeah.
speaking about there's a time you went you went to work.
Yeah.
You came back, you found the house empty.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
she had left, carried some stuff
Yes.
to her sister's place.
Yes.
What happened?
Ah.
Were you shocked?
Of course, I was shocked.
Yes.
I was shocked. And you know, I'm from Nakuru. I had
Yes.
gone to Nakuru
Yes.
to do some business. So when I came back and I was so tired,
Yes.
I'm getting to my house and I'm like, wow, no, this is not my house. Yeah, there are things that I'm not seeing.
You speak and you hear an echo.
You speak and you hear an echo. There's nothing absorbing that particular echo.
Oh my.
And of course I knew,
Yes.
and I went and I saw where she was
Yes.
at her sister's place.
Yes.
And God really helped me so much.
Yes.
You know, at that particular point, one is always very angry.
Yes.
But imagine I wasn't angry. I was very much composed, well composed. So I got in, and you know, courtesy calls for, you know, you start with greetings. I greeted them, and the sister has two beautiful daughters. So, and I asked, where are my daughters? They were not in. Okay, then I said, I'm not here because of what that particular lady, I don't want to mention name, because I have a slogan in my, I don't have exes.
What do you have?
I don't have exes.
What do you have?
Because to me, exes are people or things that have expired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't deal with, you know, expired, because take an example of, you know, ladies love.
So X is for expired.
Yes. Or rather, not in existence.
Okay. That's no. Okay.
Ladies, you love yogurt, right?
Yes.
So when you take yogurt, let us assume this is yogurt,
Yes.
and then there is an expiry date.
Yeah.
It expired 2 weeks ago. Can you continue taking that particular
No,
yogurt?
no.
Why? It is expired, yes,
Yes.
and it is even harmful to your body.
Sure.
Yeah. So when you consume it,
Yes.
the results are not good. Oh. So I don't have. Why? Because I don't want to find that particular person maybe in a mall, and I'm shocked.
Okay.
Because, you know, people live in memories of them
Yes.
that were in their lives. So, for example, once you encounter them in a mall or somewhere in the street, you will feel like, you know, she's the one or he's the one who made me go through these pain, agony, hurts,
Yeah.
painful experiences. No, the moment you drop, the moment you put it in your mind that exes are not supposed to be in existence in your life, then that is when your life takes the very good shape that it was designed to be.
Okay. So how should we call these? Expired. Expired.
They're not even supposed to have a name.
Okay.
Bec-
What should we call them? The people who are once in your life.
They're not even supposed to have a name.
Okay.
Because you give name to something that's supposed to have good effect on your life.
Yes.
Name a tumbler you normally use to drink water with. Name a t-shirt, something that is helpful.
Yes.
So why would you name someone who,
X.
yes, expired, not in existence? Why? On a good note. So that when you know, we normally say that it's only mountains, wherever they don't meet, and what have you, yeah? Because in one point of life, you'll meet this particular person.
Yes.
And what counts is your reaction.
Yes.
Yeah? So once you meet these particular people, please make sure that it does not disturb you at any point.
Yes. So this exes are now particular. They are now particular people. Okay, when you meet these particular people,
Yes.
make sure there are no hard feelings at all.
No hard feelings. Why? Because you understand that anything that is harmful to your life,
Yes.
it must not be in existence.
Wow.
It must not be. Even those toxic people,
Yes.
they must not be in existence in your life.
Wow.
So that you heal faster.
Yes.
I know healing comes in form of, a gradual move.
Yes.
It comes gradually.
Yes.
But again, for you to heal faster, you need to understand that this particular person is not supposed to exist in my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, when she had taken everything from your house, when she went and took everything to your her sister's
Her
place,
sister's place.
did she come back to your life again?
No way.
After that?
No way.
Did you tell her no, or she's the one who's decided, I am gone?
No, they kinda wanted a conversation of, can we talk?
Yes.
You see, where would you have a conversation when you've really been shown
Yes.
the reality of things? Who is that woman who will come out of her place? Even if, okay, there was no brutality,
No.
no such, because I remember even when I was coming back, there is a there is a place along the road. I would pick some fish for her.
Yes.
So the point here is not the fish. The
Yes.
point here is we were still in good terms.
Yeah, yeah.
So which is that woman who comes out of her matrimonial home or who comes from her affair out of it with no valid reason? Then she knew better. So why would you even have a sitting
Yeah.
to have a conversation of, can we talk?
Yeah.
And you've been shown the reality of this particular person. Like mine used to go and come. So I got used to.
Oh, yeah.
So I was not ready to do any conversation
Yes.
of that matter.
Yes.
So I was, because I knew. In fact, at this particular time, it's just that she doesn't know. I had let her go. I had already let her go.
Oh, I see.
Already.
I see.
So that's why my heart was content
Okay.
to even do all these things. And then I left the place. Yeah. And I said, before leaving, I said, I am here to respect this particular decision.
Yes.
Pointing at her suitcases. Yeah.
That must have been so hard.
Yeah. Pointing at her suitcases and what have you. And I respect you.
Huh.
And she knows that.
Wow.
I respected her. I still do. I respect you. I respect your marriage. Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
we reached there. So she tried severally to get a sitting and her people too with you?
No.
She didn't.
No. She
Okay.
didn't.
Oh, my God. Goodness. So now you've said that she's married, right?
Oh yeah. I was heading there. So when I left,
Yes.
of course I started living all by myself.
Like a bachelor again.
Not like a bachelor. Exactly a bachelor. Exactly the bachelor I am. So, yes, and she was tricky. Remember now, I'm jobless.
Yes.
I don't know what to do next. But that particular time, I received a call from a certain friend of mine, and this friend offered a job. You see what letting God and letting Him and His will to be done in such a situation does?
Yes.
Yes. That particular day, I received a call that I am needed to do a certain work. So I was employed.
After she left.
Immediately, that
Immediately.
particular, it was at night, and I received that call at night. So there are blessings that will always flow once you're totally done
Yes.
and let God. But do it in a mature way.
Not a childish way.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Release this. Everybody who comes to your life has a certain reason
Yeah.
in a particular season,
Yes.
anyone who comes to your life,
You're right.
anything under the sun that normally happens, it will always happen with a reason.
Yes.
So it's upon an individual to know what exactly this situation is, or rather how am I supposed to learn from this situation.
Yes.
Yeah, to me, it was a hard way, it was painful, but I thank God it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you're releasing these, let's call them exes, although he doesn't want these particular people, make sure you do it maturely
Yes,
and
yes,
let go of everything.
yes,
Because there's always a blessing that will come
yes,
after you release these people well.
yes.
Wow.
And then wish them well.
Yeah, you wish them well. Don't wish them death. Some people.
I know one might reach to such a point, because at the end of the day we are human.
Yes.
You know, like if I see you, I'll do this. No, 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 no. Let them go.
Yes.
Free yourself from those particular people.
Yes.
Let them go. And there will always be blessings that comes along with doing that on a mature way.
Wow. So
Yes.
now, after you let her go,
Yeah.
with everything, now you became a bachelor again,
Yeah, yeah,
living alone, but you had a job.
yeah.
How has that period been like?
It has been awesome. It has been awesome
Yes.
because I avoided what we call memories.
Yes.
Such memories from the past will always affect someone.
Yes.
Yeah. So I avoided this by getting myself busy for my life.
Yes.
So those things that I was unable to do, those places I was unable to go. Yeah. Those chances that, because I remember there was a chance for me to go abroad, but I never did.
Yeah, you
So now when the chance, if it comes like right now, hey,
Go.
I'll go.
Yes.
I'll go. And I've coped, I'm well, I'm doing fine,
You
and
are
I
doing so
thank.
fine. You look so well. by the
Thank
way.
you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It's God. But now this one, maybe a parting shot or something. Few months later, she did a wedding.
After you guys separated,
Yes.
few months later, she
Yeah.
did a wedding
Yeah.
with a person you know.
No, I came to know him later.
So it's like they were dating while
Of course, they were dating.
she was still married.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying there is always the importance of letting that particular person
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Once you're being shown the red flags, so you just let the person go.
Yes.
Yeah,
So she got married
immediately.
immediately.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
It was breaking to some point,
Yes.
but since I had already let her go, I managed, I coped. In fact, that particular Saturday, I didn't even remember it is the day they are doing the wedding.
Yeah.
And if I was remembering, there is nothing like for me to go and, stop the wedding,
You
like
couldn't.
stopping. No, I couldn't. Because already the love was no more.
Yes.
The love, the feelings, they had faded away.
He has kids.
I don't know.
Oh, you
I
don't,
don't follow. I don't. No. I don't follow exes.
those particular.
I am now focused with what I'm supposed to do. My businesses, my ministries, my talents, my music. Yes.
How is that like right now?
It's awesome.
Yes.
It's very much awesome.
Wow.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah, very
Good to know
awesome.
that you're doing well, and I know God has kept you. The grace of God has
Yes.
been sufficient in your life.
In fact, if you
Yes.
want a real definition of grace,
Yes.
here.
David
Yes.
Grace. David Grace.
Graced fully.
Grace. This Grace is not just a female name, by
Yeah.
the way. We have a male version here.
Graced.
David Grace.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see what God can do.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
please tell people something about your story. Let them learn something about what you went through. You know,
Yeah.
and especially speak about letting people go
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for having me
Yes.
here. Delighted once again. I'm humbled.
Yes.
And would call for people to be truthful
Yes.
and to be trusted
Yeah.
in this way. If a person out there is going through a lot, please let us be our brothers and our sisters keeper.
Yes.
People out there are really going through a lot, and by God's grace, I'm doing a book called Beyond the Church Wall, and this is the reason why. Because for example, a lot of guys in churches are hurting, but they don't have someone whom they can share their stories with. Why? Because their stories will only be gazetted,
Yes.
and you will not get the solution.
Yes.
So I urge all of us out there, not in the church setup, please. Yeah, the born again or them that are not born again, please let us be our brothers and our sisters there, out there. Because a lot of people are really battling with a lot of issues,
Yes.
but they can never let out, their heart out to search,
Yes.
because they don't have people who are true,
Yes.
who can keep secrets.
Yeah.
Because like in my situation, if I had someone who was true, even someone I can rely upon, probably there could be a way.
Yes.
But anyway, God's way prevailed, and I'm grateful. Yes.
Wow. You guys, you've heard. Huh? Don't protect your image only because of what you are or people you lead. Put some peace your priority, and things will be better.
Yeah, yes.
It has been so good to have you, David.
Thank you so much. David gives grace.
Today
I know
you have
how.
another name.
I have another name. Wow.
It's been so
Wow.
good to have you.
Thank you so
You are
much.
a very good guest.
Thank
And I know so many people who are asking for part two. Part two is here now.
Yeah.
You can go watch it on Tranquility Network on YouTube. Follow our Facebook page, Tranquility Network, or Louise Wambani on Facebook for more of these stories.
Yes.
Tell them your handle, please.
All right, my handouts on all social media platforms are David Gigs. Yeah, and I said earlier, Gigs means God is great and Savior. Thank you.
Well, this is a man of God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming, David.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Pleasure having
Pleasure.
you. Welcome again.
Thank you so much.
We need you more and more.
Thank you, will do.
Please, your book, you come here.
I'll
again.
still come here.
Okay, guys, until next time, it's bye from us.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.